Welcome back to Wily Castle.
Yep.
Remember to dance with your tippy toes because Mega Man slides.
Dang it.
You know, I used to know all these enemies' names.
Yeah, about that, do you, lose your points when you get a game over, or just losing a life?
You lose all your points if you get a game over, I know that much.
Because I don't know if it was cut out or not, but sometimes he would lose all of his points when he died, and other times he wouldn't. That's why I was just wondering.
Like, say if you have to use a continue, you'll lose all your points, but, if it's just a regular one-up death, then, no.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how this thing, or this Wily stage works. Mostly because, like, they just throw the boss in at you in the middle of the stage and you have to fight them over and over again if you lose.
But that was the fun of it.
No, I mean, like, it's not like they have a boss rush room like in later games where if you killed them and then died later, they would still stay dead. You would have to fight them all again.
Gotcha.
Because there's no checkpoints in this part of the stage, I don't think.
Yeah, there's one right before the boss.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to wonder if that's even worth it.
It is.
No, it's fine. It's not that hard to get.
Just, I mean, like, the time it's... Wait, is that a death pit, or will you still go down?
It's a death pit.
It's a death
Okay,
pit.
so if you're going down to go through the level, it's... Oh. Technically, you could probably fall down there and land safely in that little alcove needing the mag beam out of there.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna have to go over the spikes.
Well, it's an option. One that I didn't think would be there for any reason in particular. Wow, you're a little OCD here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're going to fail to get your energy restored before the next segment, right? Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
So how are you with this boss?
I kinda sucked at it here, to be honest.
Well, you can always use the Bomb Man weapon to fight him.
Oh, really? You're I think you're... Yeah, that probably would have been good.
It would have been way easier because he's stuck throwing bombs that may or may not hit you.
Yeah.
Whenever I
I wonder what would happen if you had Gutsman's ability on.
Gutsman and the Magbeam, he won't do anything because they don't have attacks.
Huh.
And
Or at least I'm pretty
ice
certain he
weapon,
won't.
you're only hurting yourself because it doesn't even affect you.
That is possibly one of the worst weapons to fight him with. Because I see no way for you to dodge that. How did you beat him? Or was it this run?
Well,
All he's doing is jumping and shooting.
jump and shoot, Mega Man.
I mean, like, I know that's what you do and all, but I mean he's quite literally shooting only after jumping. Which meant that he's not doing anything, he just stand there.
Yeah.
That's usually not how it works. Oh, that's a great way to start a level. Underneath an enemy and next to two others.
Into the sewers.
Geronimo! Ow.
Yeah, I have a much easier time getting past all these enemies with the Luckman's ability, but it was out of energy, so...
That so should have hit you on that last one.
This probably wouldn't have been an issue if you just used Bomb Man's weapon. A weapon that you probably wouldn't have used.
What, at this
Anywhere else.
part? At this part?
Not back at that Mega Man thing. It would have been so much simpler because he would only be throwing bombs that you could easily stay out of the way of.
I never actually thought about trying that.
Because yeah, when Mega Man throws a bomb, they bounce around, they don't blow up on impact.
Yeah.
Which means that so will his.
Interesting.
That was an interesting variable health bar. How did that even hit you?
I don't know.
Hey, when the health bar changes color, does that mean in the weapon strongness it would change, or just the rocks kill it instantly?
Basically, the health bar changes color because that's the color of the next one that's gonna appear.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, how does it affect gameplay? Because if you say it doesn't, then why?
It doesn't. Because Capcom.
You need to shoot a bit faster so that... Because, like, if you keep turning around, like, you're never going to shoot enough Mega Bullets into it. Imagine if he missed with that.
No, I never miss.
Yeah, with the way you fought that thing, there was almost no point into keeping those rocks there.
Well, it gets faster as you fight it, and
Yeah.
I just mean, like, you always stayed off to the left, meaning that those rocks weren't really helping you at all by being there.
I mean, I think I still get hit more if I don't know.
What are you doing?
What?
Oh,
I don't know.
I think I know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, I think I was killing myself.
And
On
you left
purpose.
us in.
Yeah, I guess I forgot to edit that out. I cut the last one out in the last level where I did that.
It wasn't much, anyways.
It wasn't much, but it's just one of those things that you probably don't want to leave in. I like carrying the rock with me until I don't need it. I was like, I don't have a torch, but I have this giant rock. Now let me through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really have to be one of the most stingy Mega Man players since I almost never use my special weapons. Like, I use them solely for the boss and that's it. Technically, if you could have got that,
And yes, I'm gonna risk it in that life.
why?
In case I
If
need
you were
it.
going to, if you were going to risk coming down here, why would you even bother?
I don't have much trouble getting down here. I never fall. And I just have to get that thing too.
I mean, your decision-making process worries me.
Why? It's an extra life. Why not?
You didn't need it. You're at the
believe
tail
me,
end of the game.
believe me, I do need it. I got a game over, or
You did.
nearly did, I think. Because
Fight fire with fire! Or ice, that works too. Yeah, it's right here where Dr. Light will give you the tip to expect to take damage fighting this guy.
Well, yeah, you have to fight the 4 of them in a row.
No, I mean like specifically on Fireman. Like he will give you a different tip for every boss. Well, this kind of blows.
Yeah.
You know, I probably would have risked using Bomb Man's weapon on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
sooner.
doing now. That's what I'm doing now.
Even if it is the slowest weapon.
Sumo wrestle!
Stop cornering.
Yeah, like if he was gonna keep moving closer to me like that, I would have shot him too. It would have been much simpler.
Yeah. Have fun with Wily with that much health.
Yeah.
I wonder what it was like composing music for the NES. Hug me!
Suicide.
Saw that coming. Wait, that weapon energy just respawns?
Well, he
Yeah.
did die. I can understand if an extra life doesn't respawn, but energy should.
In the later games, the energy doesn't respawn.
Yeah,
So do those little things surrounding you deal damage ignoring invincibility altogether? You know, I usually use Cutman's weapon to fight him.
That's why I tested out here. Watch. That's why I thought about trying to use Cutman's weapon at this part.
Did you get a game over here?
Did I?
Hang on, keep track of the time. I'm going to scroll back a bit. Yeah, you lost 30,000 life points. Or, wow. Well, you lost 30,000 points.
Yeah, it's totally Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, usually I use the electric weapon here.
I tried that, but it didn't work out well for me. I cut out a few deaths on Wily here.
Yeah, you definitely got a game over because your score is lower than before. Yeah, like, if I'm not using Cutman's weapon, I would use Electman's weapon just because, well, it's easy to hit him.
Right.
You know, if you're going to bow to somebody, or... You know, Wily, Mega Man's back is turned, just run. He can't follow you if you go past the boundaries. You know, with the score, I can just imagine this, or what Mega Man would have been like if it were just an arcade game. The evil domination of Dr. Wily. Is that grammatically correct?
Somehow it doesn't sound grammatically correct. What about those arcade games? There were 2 of them, and they were Japanese only.
What are you talking about?
Mega Man were to be on the arcade only.
I mean, there are 2 arcade games that I do have English copies via the Anniversary Collection.
Yeah.
I don't know if those are the same ones, though.
Those are, yeah.
Well, I do have those. Hello, Enough King. You know, Mega Man looks like Big Boy. He does, doesn't he? Or sort of like Astro Boy, except with a shirt.
Yeah, I was thinking Astro Boy.
Yuki-chan's Papa.
Yeah, that was... That's it.
I'm not sure if people in this universe are supposed to be jumping that high.
Wait, what are you doing now?
It just goes back to the title screen. I don't know why. Oh, oops, I guess I forgot it. Cut the end out. I forgot I cut the end out. I don't know.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Perfect.
Oops.
Yeah, this is amazing video content here, ladies and gentlemen.
That was fun.